everyone. I'm Carey Pena, and this is Front Doors TV. We are in studio today with Paul Mulligan, who is the president of Catholic Charities. Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Catholic Charities has been serving folks in Arizona for 88 years. You have an amazing track record. Could you talk first about the folks you serve?
You bet. Yeah. So we are here to serve our community's most vulnerable. Looks like a lot of different things in a lot of different ways, right? It might be a person that's a victim of domestic violence. It might be a refugee that's getting resettled. That's certainly something that we're hearing a lot about in the news, right, from Afghanistan. It might be an immigrant. It might be a foster child. It might be a foster family. Just a whole number of different arenas, right, that people come from that have needs and are looking for some support. And our whole commitment is to serve those most vulnerable in our community, right, with solutions that permanently improve lives. That's really what our mission drives us to.
You have 400 people working with Catholic Charities, and you really have a far-reaching mission. And as you just noted there, it is to provide permanent solutions. Talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, great. Yeah, it's a wonderful team at Catholic Charities. So over 400 team members. We serve throughout central and northern Arizona, so our markets are kind of across Maricopa County. We're also open in Prescott, Flagstaff, Cottonwood, Bullhead City with a new shelter, and we just opened an office in Page. Got some folks also in other communities, but those are our offices. So we have a really good reach, got great history. You mentioned 88 years, so we were founded in the Great Depression in 1933. And so we really were, you think about kind of vulnerability, right? We were right there from the beginning. And we've got folks kind of focused on a lot of different areas. Each market is a little different. Things we do up in northern Arizona, we might be a little different than what we do down here. But it's wonderful to kind of see how the team comes together. 22 different programs, right? So you can see a lot of differentiation in how we serve, but we do it really in the spirit of the Good Samaritan. It pulls everybody together. We see the people that we serve as our neighbors, our brothers, our sister. So you don't have to be a particularly religious person to really appreciate what's really happening in these relationships when we work with people. And that permanent solutions thing, right, is really about us trying to step into somebody. They might be in crisis, they might be at risk or vulnerable. We want to get them safe, we want to get them stable, and we want to get them thriving.
Let's talk about the tax credit. And Catholic Charities is a qualified foster care tax credit organization.
Super.
Talk about what that means.
Yeah, so we got an Arizona audience here, I'm sure. And folks here are getting to know, maybe you're new to the state and you don't know that we have a tax credit that allows you to direct your tax dollars, money that would normally go to the state of Arizona for whatever, and you can actually park it to a charity of your choice. So it's a nice history here in Arizona that we've got established with that. And we're thrilled with Catholic Charities that we participate. We're one of a small number of charities in the qualified foster care charitable organization status. Kind of a mouthful, but what that means is because of our work in foster care, that an Arizona taxpayer can basically redirect their tax dollars up to $500 for an individual or up to $1,000 for a married couple to support Catholic Charities. One of the programs that we do, right? We are doing great work in foster care, but we do other things, of course. So it's a beautiful way to just, as a concerned citizen, if you've got social issues on your mind, if you've got your brother and sister on your mind, I'll just get to the heart of that, the people, right? Not just the policies. It's a beautiful way to be able to just direct those dollars in and know that they're going to go, maybe right to your own zip code. Maybe you care about it that much. Maybe you've got a particular issue you're excited about. Maybe it's refugees. Maybe it's foster kids. Maybe it's Head Start kiddos, whatever it could be. It's a beautiful way to park those dollars at Catholic Charities and then direct them out into the community. You know where your tax dollars are going, and there's just a lot of pride in that. I think people get real excited about being able to.
For you, as the president and leader of this organization, what personally inspires you?
Well, I love serving the people who serve. And I was in the military before. I'm very mission-minded. But I love being a guy. I consider myself the servant in chief is really my title. And my job is to serve those who serve. I'm so proud of the work that our team is doing, and I want to work to build a culture, team dynamics, leadership, all that kind of thing that really just makes Catholic Charities a place you want to come and hang it up and say, cool, I found my home, right?
How can people help? You talked about, the contributions, but beyond that, just as we wrap things up here, what would your call to action be?
Super. Yeah, I'd invite people that really care about their neighbor and the way that we serve here at Catholic Charities to consider looking us up on our website, catholiccharities.az.org. Great information there. Hey, look, you mentioned the tax credit. That's a super way for people that are paying tax dollars to maybe think about directing them our way. We'd appreciate that. But you can volunteer. Got great information on the website for that. Maybe you've got a passion and you want to come and actually get kind of close, might be virtual for a little while, but you want to get close, you want to do things. We've got volunteer opportunities galore. Would love to get you involved there. And we've got, people want to give gifts in kind and things like that. There's lots of ways to engage with us. The main thing is you got a place in Catholic Charities when you care about your brother, your sister, you want to join us in the spirit of the Good Samaritan, we're here for you.
I'm glad you brought up the volunteering because it's time, treasure, talent. Not everyone, always has their own personal resources to be able to write a check, but giving of yourself is hugely important.
Oh my goodness,
as well.
right? Absolutely. And you hear it kind of cliche about the, hey, I always get so much more than I receive. But the reality is, I love to kind of share this story. I talk about the Good Samaritan, and people kind of know that story about the guy at the side of the road that was left for dead. And eventually, a person comes along and serves them, right? And what's really powerful for us at Catholic Charities is that the people that we serve, you can get very transactional in human services and just kind of, hey, you have a need, let's make sure it's covered. But when you can discover that the person you're serving has something for you, really has something for you, to show you what it means to be vulnerable, to show you what it means to be completely dependent on another person. A lot of us forget that. And we just need the reminder to say, wow, I'm not self-made. I'm not, kind of independent. I need other people.
Yes.
And a lot of times that person that we're serving reminds us that. And that's a gift. That's a gift that we receive.
Thank you so much for coming in, sharing the story.
Thank you, Carey.
And for all the good work that you and your 400 plus staff and all the great volunteers continue to do. Paul, thank you so much.
Carey. Appreciate it.
And thanks to all of you for watching. I'm Carey Pena, and this is Front Doors TV.